Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting here on the daily chart, as you can see, we are looking at our impulse, which is the cycle impulse bull run towards the upside. And we are still looking for a wave 5 for higher prices, of course, where we have seen in our deep analysis this weekend that we are in the most possible scenario with triple 1-2s, and we are currently looking for triples 4-5. Now, if we take a look, of course, in the deep analysis video, we saw another scenario for a bullish scenario, which is faster than this one, which it can reach 140K faster than this one. However, of course, if you would like to see much more about this scenario, you can go back, of course, to our deep analysis and see this much more in detail. Now, looking, of course, at this at the 1 hour chart, we can see on the 1 hour chart today that we have seen lower prices as expected in our last analysis for the indicator analysis, and we said, of course, we are still looking for a 4-5 here. By all means, before I get to the 1 hour, let me explain here. If we are looking at 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5, your wave 4 did not finish yet, because your wave 2 in time is still longer than your wave 4 bottom here, and therefore it is much more possible that we are still needing lower prices for another bottom, or maybe it might not even take the low, but still need this ABC. Of course, it might be a truncated wave. C, in case, of course, we get some signals on KGT, we're gonna, of course, share with you on the intraday. However, this A, B, and a C should be finished, of course, impulsively. And we see here so far a 1, a 2. So let me move now, of course, since I have explained the difference between the 2 and the wave 4. Let me move to the 1 hour chart, and let's move closer. So inside this 1 hour chart now, we are looking at our ABC here, 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then of course 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So what I'm expecting, of course, as a target here, a 1.618 to reach the wave 3 with lower prices. As you can see, we just passed the 1.618 FIP time, which is perfect now for a wave 2, based on a wave 2, and we might still move towards the downside with 3, 4, and a 5. And in that case, you would like to see, of course, an impulsive wave 3 here, where we see just right now 1, 2, 3, 4, and possibly wave 5 to reach the 1.618 for your wave 3, then 3 waves up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 5. In that case, you will finish, of course, your wave 4 shorter or maybe longer, but preferably, it is preferably, of course, if we hit the 0.23 one more time again. Now, of course, if we take a look at the KGT signals, we can see that we have some selling signal already since the top, since the start of this correction. Of course, this is the 5-minute chart, but I, of course, dive deeper in the 5-minute chart because the market can change very, very fast. And the change that you would like to see in the market, it can be seen much more closer in the 1-minute, 3-minute, or 5-minute chart. And don't forget that if we get a signal on the 5-minute chart, that might be a signal for the full day. So by all means, we are already in a sell signal. As you can see, the trade is a sell. All what you would like to do already here, since the signal is just selling, until you get, of course, another buy signal or another bullish divergence with this CVD lines that we see, of course, in comparison with the price. I'm gonna explain what do I mean. So if you are in a sell signals, of course, probability goes for selling much more. Now you see here, since the sell, you got, of course, some bullish arrows, right? Those arrows is a signal, of course, of a support or of buyers trying to change the market course. Now, how you would know if those bullish signals are strong enough to change the sell trade, right? To know this, you would like to, of course, compare those signals with the price action. So if you see a bullish signal here, and then another one after it, you would like to see the price. If it is also lower, so if it is conversions with both with the signal and the price, that means it is a sell because it's still with the direction of the selling. Now you got another sell signal from the top here, right? Now, of course, because of the resistance of those bullish signal, you might see higher prices, but it cannot really take the high in case, of course, they are not diversions. In that case, you saw, of course, directly a very strong signal again. And that, of course, signal was lower than your price before, lower than your signal here as well. So this is a conversion for bearish. So when the bearish signals are conversions, that is a perfect signal, of course, for a strong sell. And here we go. It went down. But while going down, of course, you will see some support and some resistance from the buyers. But as you can see, there is no divergence. The signals are getting lower while the price is also getting lower and lower, right? Until, of course, they could achieve a little bit higher prices and you get another signal. Now, as you can see, the last bearish signal and those last bearish signal are conversions. That means this higher high and this lower high is the same with the signal, which it, of course, gives you a sell signal as well. Now, another bullish signals has been given here, not very strong even. You can see it when you want to see all the weak signals as well. So this is a weak signal, of course. And then in that case, you are looking here, of course, for another selling signals. Now, the problem is here where the trade has started to change. Because, of course, is this a signal? You start to see, of course, also weakness with your selling signals. Somehow you start to see higher signals in the bull in the bearish, right? You see this as not conversions towards the downside, but the price is going higher, right? And that is kind of a signal of a weakness. And here we go. You start to see that the bulls try, of course, to take over again. However, again here, as you can see with this signal and this signal, we can see some divergence here where you would like to see higher prices. Now, finally, as a very good and nice signal that we got here, that those signals from the top here, of course, are higher than those one here. And of course, the price is also higher, which creating again a very strong convergence for the bearish signals. And here we go, we see a very, very strong sell signals. Now, currently, we are looking to a bullish signal and a bullish signal here, but there is no divergence, there is conversion, and that means a weakness for the bulls. And of course, it's still, we can say here that the sellers are, or the bearish are still very strong because we don't have any divergence with the price action here and the signals that we have on our chart. Now, the only divergence that you can have is, of course, from this signal to this one, but still very weak because there is already a signal in the middle. And yeah, it is preferably always to consider the last signal, as you know, because of the market change that it can shows always. So basically, because we are already in a sell, the sell will still take over, of course, the buyers until we get a new buy signal here, because currently we are under this buy signal. So you would like, of course, to see lower prices until you get a new buy signal to see, of course, some power for the bulls. So that was it for the KGT explanation. I will not, of course, explain it every time like this, but this is the improvement of the KGT indicator here and how to read it and how to get the signals very, very nicely. So all what you would have to see first is to look at your last signal, which is a sell, to know, of course, I'm in a 50% in a sell trade, unless you see a strong divergence from the bullish. As you can see here, we can see a very strong divergence, and we saw, of course, higher prices, but suddenly, as we said, the market can change at any time. the sellers enters again, of course, with a convergence, which means, of course, a confirmation of a sell trade and moving lower and lower until we get a new divergence. And I doubt it this time, because the more we move down right now, the harder it's gonna be to get, of course, a divergence. But it is preferably to get a new signal, a new buy signal here somewhere, to see, of course, if the trade or the market is gonna change towards the upside. So that was it for a Bitcoin price prediction. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and likes. See you in the next one. Bye bye.